The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
All right. We are going old school tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say to everybody that tried to watch the show last night, I apologize. I know that was hectic. These guys know how much it drives me crazy when there's some type of issue that causes a problem for the viewer, whether that's like shitty audio, shitty visuals. I go crazy, and I couldn't figure out what the problem was last night with the OBS, so I said screw it and just refresh my whole computer. So no OBS yet, no virtual mixing boards. We're going straight old school. So
yeah, dude. And yesterday I was actually I was actually sitting there. So my girlfriend Katie, she says she's gonna go, I'm gonna go take a shower or whatever. Take her shower. Okay, no problem. So first I said, what do you want to watch? And no problem. Oh, okay. I got some stuff to do. I got to set up my auctions anyway. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to the industry show. Right. If I catch you guys live, it's like on my phone, like in the kitchen or, whatever, something like that. I'm like, oh, fucking, you guys get 86 inches in the fucking living room. Right. Right. And I'm like this and I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with my internet? I have great internet. And normally, because my neighbors live so close to me and we're all, we're close people. If everybody's internet is out, especially the time when everybody's home at night and stuff, people are going to start bitching to each other. And then I was like, what the hell is happening? So I keep resetting to the one time I finally get to catch you. I just sit there, dude. I feel like I talk back more to that show half the time than I talk during this show. Right? I'm like, do they want the lifestyle perspective on this or not? Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
The best part is Dennis still interrupts you when you're at home.
Yeah, I think he might.
It was such a great show, and it was ruined by the internet. And I apologize. It was a really great conversation, and if you guys all were able to hear the full conversation, you would really enjoy it because it was nice.
It just kept cutting, right?
Yep.
Okay, because I'd hear you guys kind of talk about it. Or I would exit out, and because I was actually working, I would forget I would be like, okay, have I timed out long enough? Can I get back in? Anyway. All right. Well, shit, that sucks, man. Hopefully we're chilling. Hopefully we're chilling tonight. So
yeah. Nice and easy tonight. No music, no pre-show sesh. Because that's all done through OBS and everything. So I'll be spending probably the next month resetting everything up. But I was telling Clutch backstage that this gives me the opportunity to kind of update stuff for 2025 too, and every year it's nice to kind of update things a little bit. So
and we've got 30 something right now. I know one of the good things about the music, even though sometimes we make them wait 10 minutes and sometimes we make them wait a half hour. But that you get kind of hit the ground running. But we're still a little not exactly early this evening either, which is probably more my fault. But hey.
No. Don't worry about it, brother. It was almost a big snafu because when I reset my computer, it set it up for Pacific time and not Arizona time. So the whole time I'm thinking it's like 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh, it's 7 o'clock, And then I realized I went to go jump in the shower real quick, and I looked at the phone. I go, oh shit, it's 8 o'clock. I go, damn it, But
and I was live when I was on eBay when you called, and then I was like, oh, I can't. So I'll try to text back, and that's one of the good things about having a watch I can talk to now, so I can actually somewhat communicate during the show. You know what I mean? And then there was that, but yes, I don't know what was going on, but here we are.
Yeah. How was the sales today?
All horrible. I quit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, we had, there were a lot of no sales, a lot of dollar sales today. And I was just those, and this is gonna happen. And then this is gonna happen. So I did have some good bidders. I don't know, shout out, like Brad might be in here. I think he was in there. Some people that bid all the time, but they always know they can combine the shipping and stuff. So I didn't have anybody new even bidding or new whatever. And I was sitting between like 5 and 9 people. One time I went to start a new book, and I'm like, well, there's 3 people in here. And one of them, my very my favorite and best customer, Kara, she's in there, and I'm like, I can give her this for $1 because she's gonna bid. But you know what I mean? She can have her seventh book for $1 today.
Yeah.
And don't be wrong. Like there's a good chance that goes, if it goes to $70, she might still be, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, so anyway, that was it. And it was in there. And then I kind of ran out of books that were near me that I was that were going to like, whatever. And I was like, I'm just going to see you guys Friday. But that's how it goes. I haven't done as good a job advertising. Even though I've kept the same times, I've kept 4 o'clock on Wednesday and Friday. And I've tried to slide in a third show, and it always goes better when I do. I have something to do tomorrow night, so I can't. So we'll see. And there's different time slots. You don't want to go when your friends go.
Yeah.
On purpose, and that's totally fine. Like the leading to each other and things like that. So I might have a long slot on Tuesday, but I'm gonna have to put together a bin of dollar books.
Yeah, dude, you got to fill in for Drew.
Yeah, let's do it.
And
I got no problem with that.
Tuesday next week.
I'll do it all, dude. I'll run all day.
Hell yeah.
I'll do it all day
MegaCon
Tuesday.
coming up. So
yeah, with
big
MegaCon. So is MegaCon the travel day for them?
Yeah, we're all flying.
You two?
Drew and I are both flying on Tuesday, and then I think Rabbit, they're
okay.
driving up. So
yeah,
it's going to be a long day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be doing a Whatnot show tomorrow. So if anybody wants to jump on the Whatnot show tomorrow, come hang out with us. I tried to go live on eBay Live. Was it Monday night? And that's when I started having the problems, and I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. And I'm like, oh, it's got to be eBay Live. And sure enough, it wasn't. So hopefully that will be this upcoming Sunday. But yeah, it can be a little rough. And then there's, of course, everybody right now is talking about the taxes that are coming for selling collectibles and everything, which we all kind of knew was going to happen at some point. But man, it's going to be rough this year for a lot of people. So
yeah, dude, up and down. It's good. This is gonna be a rough year, man.
And who knows what I mean? Honestly, who knows what's gonna happen? Like between tariffs and what are we doing with the IRS and stuff? And not political at all. We just don't have any freaking. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. Collectible taxes. I feel like we feel worse about it because to a degree doing it for a living is different than a flipper, but someone flipping comics usually is putting most of that money back in, and you pay sales tax when you buy it. Someone else pays sales tax when you sell it, if you sell it on eBay or something like that. If not, you pay it big to somebody else. You don't always make money. It's hard to track, and that's the issue, man. That's the issue. So
they get you coming, going.
Figured out. It's just bull. I don't know, and we're overtaxed. It's hard to it's hard. We're way overtaxed, I think, in California, and it just we pay too much. I don't live that far from Nevada, but like living with a teacher who can't makes only half the money if they move 2 hours away, there's just all these difficult things, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll figure out ways to hopefully, not necessarily get around it, but make it easier on us. I'm sure people will figure that out, but man, it's gonna be a rough year for a lot of people who sell collectibles and eBay sales and stuff like that. But
We'll see. Just
Yeah.
figure it out. Get a good
Yeah.
deal.
Amen.
But it says
Yeah.
same as it's like the DJK 300 just said about the $20,000 and $200 or 200 transactions, dude. That was easy to count. Let's put it that way, because it had to be both. So
Yeah, it was both.
let's just say that there was like a human, I wouldn't know who, that had like, I don't know, only put things worth over $100 in one eBay store, and then they only put things under $100 in another eBay store. Let's just say one might not have 200 transactions, and one might not hit $20,000. So it was, let's just say, life was a little simpler
Yeah.
back then. But yeah, I write off this office, so it is what it is.
There wasn't really much anything new that came out today to review new comic book wise that I'm reading. But there was some killer variants covers that came out today. A lot of really good books covers that I don't know if they're necessarily like crowdfunding books that are coming out now or what. But the good thing about being able to use the multiple resources on the internet, Cover Price, Key Collector, new League of Comic Geeks, like you can see all those. So I suggest if there's anybody out there that uses just one, check out the others, because there's a lot of stuff you don't miss, or that you miss if you aren't looking at all of them. And the good thing about League of Comic Geeks is they'll throw on a lot of the Kickstarter stuff. And what I noticed today, which was very interesting, is this. I forget how to do this because it's old school. The Evangeline stuff came out. Wasn't this Kickstarter with Marat and Stinsman? I think it was. And they did these really cool. We had, if you remember when we had Marat and Stinsman on for that, I couldn't remember if it was on Wednesday night or Tuesday night, but they redid the foil covers that they did with the original, and I'm very interested to see what these look like, in hand, to see if they're kind of the similar style that they used to be.
Yeah.
But man, there's a lot of really crazy covers for this. Let me go ahead and show these.
I just found one of those. Give me 1 second.
The old school Evangelines. Yeah,
I just found something. Give me 1 second.
This is the Marat Michaels cover, which is beautiful. And of course, they did a bunch of those. I hate not having same size.
Same size, yeah.
Yeah. Ryan Kincaid. Yeah, it drives me crazy. The little things. More Ryan Kincaid cover. This is the Liefeld cover. No, wait. Yeah. Liefeld cover.
Yeah, like
Look at this one, though. There's a glow in the dark one.
Squint.
That for these that are kind of crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. So we'll see how all these when people start getting them. But again, more Kickstarter stuff showing up, and people be on the lookout for that.
Bro.
You got the old school one?
Dude, I picked up this box. I didn't know it was in it because it wasn't marked, but it was in my garage before I came here.
Yeah.
Let's just say if it was in the garage, it wasn't the high roller shit.
Yeah.
I don't know where this came from. Now I'm trading it. Fuck it. But this is how some chromium Evangeline,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wrap
dude.
around.
This thing is gorgeous, dude. Yeah, it is wrap around. I'm not opening it. It's never been opened.
Yep.
I don't think
that in a clear bagging board.
Dude, this is for sure like the original bagging board too. I'm the first person to open this thing. Bro, I'm great. This thing's a 10, dude. I'm grading this thing. I'm gonna stop touching
That's awesome.
So that was pretty interesting. A lot of people have been waiting a while for that to come back out. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna get through some of these at the beginning of the show. But there were some Zenoscope covers. Look at this cover right here. This is Sonia Matis, who did the cover that was the giant killer and the cover of the year stuff. This is beautiful, man. Gorgeous cover by Sonia Matis. This is
that's
a
nice. They do have a lot of good stuff.
yeah.
I used to think they were just, you know what, and now I'm just like,
titty
you know
books.
what, they've done a better job, and I've even found old stuff, Zenoscope stuff, like that's not Zenoscope, but it's adjacent, I guess. For when they started, like I found some cool books from like early 20 years ago or whatever, you know.
Yeah. There's also some John Roy. This is Chat Zudis. There's a John Royal one too. That's pretty crazy. There's the Royal.
That Evangeline's like a $20 book. All right.
So not too shabby. Those I don't know what they are omnibus wise, or if they just were variants that they added with the omnibus. So those we'll start seeing people showing up with those or putting those up soon, I imagine.
Yeah.
There was a oh, here we go. The old school Garbage Pail Kids. This is Goobers number 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So they did the Garbage Pail Kids covers for each. So I imagine it's a 1 in 5 through Vault. So be on the lookout for that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. This one right here is freaking awesome. I don't know if you saw this, if you guys saw this. Granite State Punk. Look at the little kid right here.
All right, I need that.
I know, right? Isn't that dope?
Yeah, I definitely need that. They're gonna go Captain America 1, Granite State Punk Comics.
That's awesome.
I don't even. Yeah. Is this a series or is it brand new?
Orange Cone Productions. I've never heard of these
Posers
guys.
Fall in Love. I fucking absolutely love it.
All right.
I absolutely love it, dude.
So this will be something that hopefully. Oh, Billy says Goobers canceled all their issues. No.
Oh wow!
Are you kidding me? Oh, that sucks. By the way, you guys, I want to give a shout out to Billy. If you guys have been wondering why Bill hasn't been doing live shows lately, he usually does a really good FOC show on Wednesday nights right before we start this show. He's been dealing with a lot of stuff with his mom lately, getting his mom set up and everything, which is awesome. But next week he's going to be restarting his Wednesday night show. So for everybody that jumps on this show at 9 p.m. Eastern, make sure you guys jump on Bill's show at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then he usually ends right as we're starting. So it's a perfect little jump from the two. So yeah, that's a bummer that they're canceling. And of course, yeah, lots of cancels. I'm sure with this Diamond stuff, there is a ton of cancels going on. So yeah. Wow, man, that's awesome. Mom back home today after 7 months. That's massive. Congratulations, brother. It's a big deal.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. There was some other stuff that I noticed that was pretty interesting. That's a bummer about Goobers. All right. Dust to Dust is the J.G. Jones imprint book, first imprint, his new imprint that they did with Image, and it's the first book on that new imprint. And this is the 1 in 10 Dave Johnson cover, which is really good. But look at the regular cover. Hold on here. Oof. That's creepy.
Oof.
Damn. Right?
Yeah, that's JG, right?
Yep.
It's got to be.
Yeah. So.
Jesus.
Yeah. But a lot of people have been talking about this book. The new imprint that he has is called Giant Generator. And then this is a beautiful Dave Johnson, and they've been doing really good jobs with all the variants that they've been doing for this series. If you guys remember, let me refresh your memories. This cover, which is awesome. That's the 1 in 20 Olivier Copiel variant. That was just so good. So be on the lookout for that one. I haven't read it yet. I'm going to check it out. I'll let you guys know if it's any good. I don't know how many people are reading it that are in the chat. If you guys are reading the chat, let us know what you think of it. There is a Jenny Frizen Hello Darkness cover. There you go.
Ooh.
Hey yo.
Yep. This is art, Google. It is art.
No, I know Joe's not here, but Mama.
Okay. Yeah, that's killer.
Yeah. So
that will sell.
Yep. That is Frizen for all the Frizen fans. The Ice Cream Man issue where they're doing all the one shots or the like 1-page stories is out. So I'm definitely going to check this out. You got Grant Morrison that's doing stuff, Jeff Johns, Jeff Lemire, Matt Fraction. So that'll be very, very cool. 1-page horror stories. What a great idea. It's going to be very interesting.
Like 2-minute mysteries.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah. And I love this Labyrinth cover. That totally takes me back. Nostalgia.
That's all so
right?
Awesome.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
cool.
dude.
Elizabeth Torque. Really, really good cover. Let's see here. Kid Maroon. I don't know what this is about. It's out of Vault. So we'll keep an eye on that, but it's got some interesting covers. They did what was this anime called? Isn't this an homage to what was that anime that it was a kid detective?
No
I
clue.
think
I'm
it's an
not sure.
homage to that. Chat, let us know if you guys know what I'm talking about. But that'll be interesting. We'll see how that plays out. They did the Sin City homage, which is cool. And then, of course, more amazing Coffin Comics. This is the Mike DeBalfo
Oh, that's good.
cover. Yeah. La Muerta, Lady Death, Inferno. Dora the Explorer. I don't think it's Dora the... That's it. 78 points got it. Detective Conan. Yeah, that's it. So...
Does he have a big ass sword?
No, that's the thing. He's just a little kid. So, all right. Lenore is coming back. Lenore, the Time War, Roman Dirge. So
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
This is the Dirge cover.
From who?
Huh?
Who made that? Like what?
Titan.
Got it.
Yeah. It used to be Slave Labor Graphics back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah. Mad Love has a new Mad Love's Comics and Art cosplay cover out. Shout out to James. All right. Now, Mark Spears continues his dominance. I don't know if you guys had a chance to, if anybody saw the cover price Hot 10, he's all over it again. And Monsters #2, all the second printings and stuff are coming out. So here you go.
I know a lot of fans. I mean, do you think a lot of people they're just happy to put in their collection from the scarcity points, or are they just assuming they're going to keep going up? Or both?
I think that
I think he's here to stay.
Yeah, they're scarce. So but number 3 came out today, and I think that's the key. So it's going to be interesting to see what number 4 does. Number 3 broke records that number 2 broke,
Mm-hmm.
and number 4 is going to break those records, it sounds like. But this is number 3. Got some really good 25th anniversary variants that I love. That one's great. And that's a foil cover. And then, of course, it's got the metal shark covers. So people have been waiting for those for a while. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if, with all this diamond stuff, if these books are going to show up.
Yeah, the diamond news is pretty gnarly. I don't know if you guys got a chance to talk with those guys about it last night on the show, but like that report of that if they don't find a buyer, like everything's going to shut down by April 1st or whatever, is pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, in
April
a big way.
1st?
Yeah.
Dude,
Like they'll have to
that's-
lay off like 160 employees, and yeah, it was in like the Baltimore Business Journal.
Yep.
Did an article on it.
Yeah, so basically what's going on, they have secured a buyer for the Alliance portion of the company. But they haven't secured a buyer for everything else. And basically, if they don't find a buyer for everything else by April 1st, it's donezo. And I don't see that. I'll be honest, I don't see that happening. Just and my opinion isn't worth much because I'm not I'm not an industry guy. But if I think about it, I don't know the reason to even buy it at this point. I mean, they're not distributing very many big publisher books. The only ones that we don't know where they're going yet is Dynamite. Zenoscope is said they're gonna try and send everything out to stores themselves. Everybody else is basically going over to Lunar or Penguin if they can. A lot of the small press publishers like Antarctic Press can't find a distributor. Lunar and Penguin Random House won't distribute their books for some reason. They just have no interest. So,
and a lot of that stuff too definitely comes from the way that the business model for those guys is. Like they're very strict on making sure that if you're going to have you're going to try to distribute through them, like they have things in place that like your books have to be on time. You have to be able to have like, they can't have people who are just like, I put out a book and it's like 3 months later, 6 months later, whatever. Like they don't tolerate that stuff. So you got to be your stuff has to be buttoned up to deal with them. So
it's not good, man. So I mean, where do we go from there? I mean, because I feel like every company is gonna have to make some sort of concessions and start wondering whether or not, like, unless sales made in the next like few weeks, they're gonna have to start figuring out other options, like now.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
I'll be honest, man. I think that we've hit that phase. I think I was talking to Bill today, and he mentioned that there was that phase that happened with books when Amazon joined, where everything changed, right? You knew that bookstores like Barnes and Noble, Borders, the mom and pop bookstores that used to be everywhere were basically done, but it just took a while for it to happen. And I think with the way that the comic industry has gone to online sales for the most part, that's the same thing that's happening. And he made a good point when he said that. So I think that for the most part, that people are going to have to figure out some type of different way to distribute. They're going to have to create less, or somebody's going to have to come up with something new.
Yeah, I think like what Polito's talked about on stream before too. Like, I think a lot of people go to the direct to consumer route. They'll be like, hey, we're just going to have to do it ourselves. It would be nice to have another distributor who can come in and do it. But I think that we've seen with how the diamond situation, it's really hard. You take on so much debt dealing with this stuff, and it's dude, like the the numbers that they owe is insane, you know, and it's
How do
you
you,
know hard to think of another company can pop into like, hey, I want to jump into this space, you know, knowing that they don't have you don't have Marvel or DC or Image or Boom, you know, like it's really tough.
and how do you like? What do you think as far as like the big companies? Let's go like Midtown or mycomicshop.com or companies like that that are gonna get so much from them when companies start to distribute themselves. I mean, are they just gonna have to work these individual deals with everybody? Like why would like am I let's say I don't have an LCS just because I don't have one that I can get to on Wednesdays. So I
Yeah.
can't I would go to comic shop every Wednesday if I could go to a comic shop just to look at the titles. Even when I didn't buy much, I would do that in the stores in LA because I could do that. It helped me like keep in tune. But here I can't do that. So let's say if I pre-order or I buy stuff from my comic shop Midtown, buy the variants, and we all, we look around for wherever we can buy. I wonder like how that will affect them because they buy tons of them, and then you can find their regular issues on sale later because obviously they're going to buy a bunch for their customers. They're going to buy a bunch to have so they have stock of things. They're going to have buy a bunch so they can get the ratios and make a ton of money as well. And I just wonder, because Diamond, we had Emmett was talking on the show about how more of the stuff that he gets from Diamond is from their back issues that he gets at a discount to sell than he does on the weekly issues. And so, and a lot of us use Diamond like that. I use other online sources to find books that have already come out that might have been printed a lot, but that I can get for less than cover price so I can resell it, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I just wonder how that affects the overall supply for all the stores, or will people even keep looking for certain books? Like once, if if Coffin Comics is only, they're going to go direct to customer, or is my comic shop Midtown, whoever, whatever, are they still going to be buying? I wonder. I don't know. Maybe you guys know the answer. Maybe you don't. Are they still going to be buying directly from them so they can resell on Wednesdays to their customers, even though they're online?
Yeah, maybe there's a way to do it. I know that Vault announced that they're going to have their own kind of like direct to store kind of distributor. They'll have it set up so they do it themselves. And I'm not sure if they're using a fulfillment center or some sort of like 3PL to kind of handle that. And there might be a situation where this kind of breeds a little spot for other people to kind of jump into that space and have another 3PL service that can handle that. And do it, but it's the model on the back end will be completely different. I would assume, it can't be like, stores that are running credit for all the time. You're gonna have to be a lot of stuff where you're paying up front. I know people, I think that's probably a big situation where you've got stores who are, on terms and they're having it got caught up or whatever. And then, it's yeah. I mean, for bigger stores, like think Midtown and stuff, like if they've got a large customer base for those books, they'll probably find a way to buy it direct from, Coffin or whatever.
Well, did you hear about this? Vault switching from comics to Japanese light novels in April 2025. How crazy is that? They're just done with comics.
They're insane.
Well, are they? You know what I mean?
I don't think I think this is probably like a little bit of a kind of some sort of tease. I think they've got graphic novels that they've announced for 2025, right? Like 2026. Like they have stuff that's coming out next year that, they just announced that Post Malone thing, right? Like
yeah, that's why this, I didn't think too much of it, but when you brought it up, I went to go look at it. So I don't know what you're probably right. Most likely there's a little bit of play in this, but
yeah,
it says, here's what it says. Vault Comics, an American publisher of comic books based in Missoula, Montana, and founded in 2016, have published many creator-owned series. Most recently included Patton Oswalt writing Money Shot. Other titles include yada yada. But it all seems to be changing. Last month's solicits for March 2025 included the Def Leppard graphic novel and the second issue of the new Money Shot, as well as a couple Japanese light novel translations, which is not Vault Comics' normal fare. And I wondered at the time if I'd made a mistake. Apparently not. Vault April 2024 solicitations or 2025 solicitations is entirely translated Japanese light novels. So,
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. So we'll see how that plays out for them. But man, that's kind of what a lot of people have been saying for a while is that, why is manga selling so much and American graphic novels or comics don't? And we're gonna see if this works for them.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Not even mad. I don't think so, but I don't know the answer.
Yeah. By the way, you guys, if you did see this, this is the Mad Hatter exclusive that you can only get on Keen Spot's website. It's $100. It's limited to 100. This is another thing that has been talked about pretty heavily recently in group messages and forums and stuff. I've been hearing a lot of people complaining, not a lot of people, I've been hearing retailers complain that they don't like the fact that you can go get the same books that they should be carrying in their stores at these publishers' websites. Dynamite, I think, does it. Keen Spot does it now. So it's a thing now where you have this thing happening with the distribution, and a lot of these small publishers are realizing, well, we just need to sell it on our own in our own website. It's going to kill the comic store as we know it. But we've been seeing that happen for a long time, where these comic stores that are doing it right, these brick and mortar shops, are not just comic stores anymore. They're collectibles stores. So it's going to be very interesting to see how many of those quote unquote comic stores still bring in new comics every week, when they're just probably better off letting all the new comics be sold online, and then back issues, buying collections, back issues are sold at collectible shops, along with all the other media that is video games, TCG, that type of stuff. So a lot of people are, this is going to change. These next 2 years is going to change for a lot of people.
Yeah. I having been on the publisher side and selling our own, stuff at, whether it's, variants at conventions or whatever, or on our own web store, like you're not dipping in too hard into the, stores still have the ability to get their own books, and they get to sell their regular books or variants or whatever. It's just nice to, I would say, like, you look at Keen Spot, this situation, like this phenomenon that is monsters, like, to be able to, like, hey man, like, we want to get a little bit of the premium price for a book or cover. Like, it's kind of, I don't fault them for that. Like, other vendors who are doing their own variants with these books are, making a, seemingly killing on these books. So I don't feel bad seeing them sell their own, good for them.
Another thing, I was watching Matt and John, and I think One True Nerd King joined them on the latest episode of their cover price show, where they were talking about the same thing. And a lot of people are complaining that you could get the the hottest book of the week last week, the Pinup Apocalypse #1 Shubina variant, you could buy straight from Massive, right? They were 80, now they're 140. And again, another exact example of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. And if you guys want to hear more about that, go check out Cover Price's most recent YouTube show on their Cover Price YouTube. they talk about this a lot. As a matter of fact, there they are in the chat. So shout out to the Cover Price guys, some of the best in the biz.
What?
Yep.
Hey, come on. Can't be part of the show.
No.
What do you release yet?
What do you think about this Shubina blowing up? What do you think about that, Clutch?
Love it. It's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Should be interesting.
I had that. So while we were talking about it last week, that $95 one sold because it was the only one available. I'm over here scouring, and I'm like, I don't actually think $95 is bad on it, and I just think when I think it's a good deal, I'm okay with that. And I thought the next one would sell for more, and I think it has. And so anyway, it sold during the show. I didn't do it. I remember asking, like, all right, who freaking bought it, dude? You know how it goes, dude. We all know what's going on. Also, Hood's not going to be here, and I bought I spent $100 on a yearbook that does not have any of the shit that he thought was in it.
No way.
Yeah, there's nothing in it.
Are you kidding me? Absolutely
not kidding you.
Oh no, dude.
I get it right fucking here.
Oh no. Is J. Scott Campbell in it?
No. It's not even at school. Bro, I thought I hit a gold mine, dude. Like this thing, like this is untouched. No kid ever had this. It's never been cracked. It's never been read. There's like there's some like minor shelfware, but like this is, I'm the first one to flip through it, man. I've looked through this thing twice. The only places you think there could have been, I even was gonna bookmark them. Like there was like, right? It goes like there's even a place like he was showing all the celebrity stuff, and it's like the year in review, and it get to where it's gonna be like, so it's got Arsenio Hall, Bill Clinton playing the sax, Quail, Bush, Lyle Alzado, Mike Tyson, Magic, right? Charles Barkley, Bird, like this, and I'm like,
that's hilarious,
bro. And I'm like, come on, man. I was like, damn. I was like, I found this untouched. This was $100, dude. Right? Tom Cruise, freaking Jack Nicholson, Luke Perry, all this crap on the same page, or next page, right? Like, all right. I'm like, oh, I found this section. Billy Ray Cyrus, Garth Brooks, right? And I'm like, Olympics. I was like, no. Man, two white kids being the Three Amigos. I had to take that one, right? But then again, who were they in the movie? Anyway, something like that. I went through this whole thing, and they do. Dude, by the way, this is a rich school, man, to have this freaking yearbook in the 90s. This thing is ridiculous. 200 pages, half of it's color. Like parents took out ads, like. Anyway, so I'm looking. No, so it's got the Indian. So at first I looked at all the students before I found this, and I'm like, "There's no Campbell." Like, right? There's Campbells that were thrown out of Scotland, but like they were Campbell. I'm like, none of them are none of them are Jason. And then I look in the index. There is not no hide nor hair of this guy in this thing, dude. So anyway, Hood, I don't know what you're doing, bro.
Dark Fizzo says, I have a friend that went to a Hillcrest in '93. I went and looked through his yearbook yesterday, and he didn't have any of the J. Scott Campbell art. Oh no, we're gonna have to do a deep dive on that and get Hood some shit. Yeah, but so. All right, let me get back into some of these more new releases. You got the Turtles of Grayskull stuff still happening. Did you pick all those up, Leg?
No, I didn't. To tell you the truth,
yeah,
I might have pre-orders I forgot about that'll be coming. Well, I don't know, man. I really don't think so, though.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm with it, and I kind of like both of them. But like, I'll check it out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about here?
You get the 1 in 100 Psylocke, which is the Lobos cover. I like it. I like it. It's
That's
good.
good.
Yeah. I just hate that they do that 1 in 100 thing. I'd rather just get the trade dress. Really, really good cover right there.
Yeah, you know it's funny. If I auction the 1 in 100, I'd lose money. But if I sold the trade dress, it'd probably go for like $25.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Seriously, dude.
Yeah. So, also, so many Mark Spears books continue. The Mark Spears dominance continues. Hold on here. Return of the Living Dead cover that he did, because they worked everything out. It is coming out. So that's the American Mythology #2 cover, which is really dope. Really cool cover. So that's just a regular, but be on the lookout for that. And then of course he did his Silverhawk stuff, and there is so many, covers, different variants. Of course,
Dude,
Dynamite.
bananas.
Yeah, look at them.
Bananas.
Yeah, look at them all. There must be 12 of them.
Dude.
So there you go. For all those Spears completists out there, you got a bunch. This was interesting. Ickpot did a Udon web store variant. So we'll have to see if this blows up, but a web store variant that you
It
can,
looks blown up to me, Brian.
I hope she doesn't pop.
I was scrolling through his IG the other day, and I was just like, my algorithm is gonna be off for a fucking week.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So Street Fighter Prime, and it's the web store exclusive. So there you go. For all you Ickpot fans.
Nice.
Yeah. And then they did this one too. What is this one for? Is this a web store exclusive? Yeah. So it's just a different color, white dress and black dress. Very, very cool. I like that one. Turtles, all the turtle stuff. I like is it Bermejo, I think, that has a pretty cool Turtles cover. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this one. Freddie Williams. This one's kind of interesting. This is the 1 in 25. Pretty cool.
That's sweet. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's awesome.
Dude, Freddie, he's the man, dude.
He
So
is.
God damn, he's so good, dude. If you check out he's got go to his website, anybody. I've just slept so hard on his OA that's for sale there of Motu and Thundercats.
Yeah. Yeah, he's slept on pretty heavily, period. I think he doesn't get as much credit as he should.
Man.
Yeah.
Especially for the fans of these series. I mean,
Yeah.
Motu versus I don't know, the DC bad guys, Motu versus whatever they call when they flip their characters.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is interesting though. So, okay. You guys remember the Thundercats backer kit? If you guys remember, we were talking about it the other day, and we told everybody, make sure you guys go check out the backer kit, the 40th anniversary. It has only got 23 hours left. So if you guys want to get into this, you want to get into it now. But I believe that you were able to get, let's see here. Where is it? Let's see if I can find it. I think that they put up in the add-ons maybe that you could buy the Mark Spears variant for $10 a piece. And I think they did that. Oh, look at this. This might be work for Billy. Bill, if you're looking, you can buy add-ons of the Apex one. I don't know if that will help you, but I know he was looking for that. But supposedly you were supposed to be able to buy. Let's see if there's any updates. At some point, you're supposed to be able to buy that that Mark Spears variant, which is this one right here. The 1 in, no wait, is it the 1 in 7? No, this one right here, the 1 in 10. So I'll have to ask and find out more about this, but I really like this Mumra cover. It's really good.
Yeah, the moment's great.
Yeah, such a cool character. And the foils, the way that the foils look, it's going to be interesting. This Chat Zudis Vampirella is amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. That's a
Mama.
really good one. Yes,
Sorry.
sir.
I can't do a good Joe. I'm sorry, man.
And this is a 1 in 25 Sora Sung. This one's great too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That'll go.
Yeah. So those are dope. You got the Violator cover by Bjerrens. There's another Chat Zudis cover right there. And then this one right here. This is a Kickstarter for White Tiger, I think. That's a pretty crazy cover.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is Sonia Matis, another Sonia Matis cover for White Tiger. Again, these Kickstarter, we're going to be talking more and more. I think this is the year of crowdfunding comics being more speculatory, right? Very few crowdfunding comics you've been able to spec on in the past years. There's every once in a while the one will pop up, but I think it's becoming more and more of a thing that we're keeping our eye on these crowdfunded comics to see if they have these cool comics that you can speculate on and make some money flipping. But she's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I have a bunch. I have like way more money than I would have wrapped up in some of these, you know.
Yeah.
And I see, Tony's been in the chat in here. He's been hot on these Kickstarters for like years. Yeah. And I pressed a lot of stuff for him and been like, what the hell? How did I miss that? And he's like, oh, there's like 6 of them. It's a Kickstarter. I'm like, okay. So I've decided to try to miss less of them, I guess. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
A lot of them are printed on quality paper though. So if you want to grade them, that's a good it's a good place you can go.
This is the facsimile edition of X-Men 131, the 1 in 25 by Megan Hetrick, and I like this cover. I just hate that they're doing facsimile 1 in 25s. Drives me crazy. But that's a beautiful Megan Hetrick. This is the 1 in 50 for X-Men number 10, Lyrics Lee Magic variant, which is awesome. Really good. Lyrics Lee's art has evolved in a major way. She's done something that has just made it look so good. So shout out to Lyrics Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, this right here. Look at this. Here's another one. Xenogeist, John Royal variant. That is mama.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
John Royal book today for like $1, man. I want to kill somebody.
Yeah. I just can't do that. No, not going to do it.
That's okay. I got more.
Yeah. So I don't know what this is, if this is a Kickstarter or what, but it is awesome. Bad Bug Media. We'll have to find out more information about that. Yeah, that's fucking amazing. And then this is the same book. This is another beautiful cover. Look at that. That's a good one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then that is basically it for new releases today. I mean, there was a lot of books, but nothing really crazy to me other than the Mark Spears stuff. I think that those are going to be obviously hot. And then a lot of Kickstarter books to be on the lookout for. So that is new comic book day stuff for this week. Nothing too crazy. I hope people get their books. That's all I hope,
Yeah, dude.
It's almost scary, dude. I don't want to think about this, man. Just work, man. Just the old system. Do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem, is that I don't know the best way to say this, but for the longest time, comic book industry is run by people who are set in their ways. And there's a lot of comic brick and mortar shops and longtime shop owners that, maybe didn't want to change how they do things because no, this is how it's been done for years. And people are going to have to change, or just not be in the industry anymore.
Yeah, it like tripped me out listening to Jesse talk about driving across country and people literally run a store out of their pocket.
Yep.
A cash wallet, cash only, and cash box, and run stores out of their wallet. Like, seriously? What kind of money laundering and shit are you doing over here? Also, how much does it cost to live in whatever the hell town he was pulling over in?
Yeah.
Good Lord. I don't expect everywhere to cost what California costs, but fuck, man. I don't how you have to make a living with your wallet, and you don't sell drugs out of the place also.
Yeah, right on.
If anybody wants to check out that Thundercats omnibus, it's actually pretty cheap. I pinned the link in the live chat, and there's also a link in the description. You got 23 hours to jump on it. I think to get just the omnibus, it's like $100, and it's one oversized omnibus, and then you get free variants for it, and the Mark Spears books are added in free for everybody that buys it, which here, let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. So if you order, you can either order both trade paperbacks or just the one hardcover, and then you'll get these two books for free, which are both Mark Spears covers. So
nice.
Yeah, if you're a Thundercats fan, it's probably a pretty good play, and it is what it is. So, oh man, I don't know what to think about what's going to happen with a lot of the distribution and stuff, but one of the things that last night a lot of people said to me after seeing what was available for the show is that we keep forgetting how much of retailers are now online retailers. How many, right? All of us, like
3 of us sitting here.
Yeah. And it makes me think, how many more online retailers are there than brick and mortar shops? There's got to be more, right? There has to be at this point.
Online and brick and mortar?
Yeah.
It's a good question. But I think if you combine brick and mortars who do also online too, that number is massive, right? Like in the industry. But I can't imagine I don't know. Is it more? That's a great question. I wonder if someone has those metrics somewhere,
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. This industry, it's very hard to get metrics and analytics. We can't even get print runs on a lot of this stuff. It's so hard to get all that stuff. They hold that very dear, and it is what it is, though.
Yeah.
So, big event that happened this last weekend was OAX Con. Don't worry, you guys, we are going to cover it. I'm going to try and get Dinesh and Mike to join us, but I'm going to reach out to the people who put on the OAX Con to have come and join us. Maybe I'll see if they're not too busy next Wednesday to come and hang out with us, and we can get Dinesh and Mike to come hang out with us and tell us about it. And I know Mickey was there too. So see if Swag wants to come on, but Swag did a really good a video. He was at the convention. It blows me away how crazy it is now that there's 2 conventions a year just for original comic art. Just for original art. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how that plays out. That'll probably be next week sometime. But
I think I'm gonna run into Swag this weekend here in California.
I
just put a link to the con he's gonna be at.
I was gonna say, what is this?
This is a horror con right down the street from me.
Oh wow.
And such. And there's a couple comic booths, and he's actually signing his books here.
Sanity, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Good, man.
So he'll be there. So I hit him up. So I should be seeing him. I'll be in Saturday. So I mean, obviously, I don't know how to. I haven't been to this before. I don't think they advertise well enough because it's something that I or my friends would know about, and I had to tell them.
I hadn't even heard about it either. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I thought I'd text you, Sean. Maybe I had.
Well, I mean, you mentioned it, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any ads anywhere.
Yeah, dude, I haven't seen any ads anywhere.
Or IG
it's not
articles
super.
or
It's
anything
not
like
cheap
that.
to get in. It's like $40 or $50 to get in.
Yeah.
But it's like something to do, and that's a local convention center. We do have a Comic-Con Revolution there that Sean is set up at, and I go to every year. But you're good for a day there. You can see the size of the hall. It's not small, but it's not massive or anything like that. So I'm sure I'll be fine in here for a few hours. Say what's up to Swag, and I've got a comedy show Saturday night. So
who are you going to see?
Ari.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
I love Ari Shafir, man.
And then there's the Cal Comic Con, but they're charging too much to get in. So
yeah, that ticket price is pretty steep, huh?
$80.
What is that? What they're charging just for one day?
There's California Comic Con, which is actually traditionally been. Oh, there's 2 rooms. That's the autograph room. John Bernthal is going to be there. There's actually a lot of good horror signatures going to be there. She's not going to be there this year, but like Scream was last year. But anyway, no, there's just it's a great show. It's bronze. It's a gold, silver, bronze show, and it's only comics. You're not allowed to sell anything else, and it's kind of great. And that is sort of a good old boys thing, but it used to be like $8 down over at this park in Anaheim. I mean, indoor at like a community center,
Yeah.
Because if you only have comics, you don't need that much room. Even if you've got like 40 vendors, you know what I mean? Like 40 booths isn't that many booths.
Yeah.
And so, but I don't want to hate on the thing. I'd like to go in, but it's Saturday. They're saying that the Saturday is early entry and people will be setting up. And then Sunday is going to be the full day, but you also get the Saturday night, like get together or whatever. So it's $80, but it's $30 just for Sunday, which isn't too bad. But at the same time, like I would only be able to go Saturday, and probably if I skip this, which I don't really want to, and then I'll have my girlfriend with me. Dude, I'm not paying $160 to look at comic books when she's literally gonna buy nothing.
Yeah.
At least at this, she's gonna be entertained as shit because she likes horror movies. Yeah, right there to the right is
Tim Vigil.
Well, you see Sandy right there.
Yeah, look at that.
There you go, Bub.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah,
let's go, Mickey.
So I'm gonna get his autograph, everybody. I'll be the coolest fucking guy there. Fuck if I ain't, dude. I'm gonna have him sign a Jason book or something.
Yeah, that's dope.
So, dude, I'll bring of course, he probably doesn't even know it. I support him. Of course, I buy his books. He's a friend, right?
Hell yeah.
So, like, I'm gonna show him his own books. I'm like, hey, bro.
Yeah, that's dope.
So $80 for a day is too steep, and he said something online, Terry, and it sucks because it's gonna be great. It's gonna be one of the best gold and silver get-togethers in the whole country because it always has been. And it always has been. And dude, they haven't updated their website in about 150 years.
I know. What the hell?
Look at this, and it's like nobody proofreads it. It's not even clear exactly what you get, And he's like, "But we have great door prizes." I'm like, "Door prizes for $80, dude." You know, so Starling's going to be there. CGC takes submissions. Yeah, dude, they do. To be honest, but this is also something. This is the last show I would want to take. I'd want to take my girlfriend to. There is only like, dude, it freaking at WonderCon or something, dude. She can look at T-shirts and Funkos and buy like stickers and trinkets for the kids in her classroom and like, you know what I mean? There's other shit to look at. There's like whatever, you know, there's a someone selling books. There's an artist alley. We can look at cool stuff. This one just has old ass comic books, which I love. And that's all I freaking want, you know, but I go 12 to 5. I have to pay $80. I don't have an option just to buy Saturday.
Yeah. Screw that.
You know? And I said that's why he's probably pricing people out. You want to take your kid to see some freaking comic books? Your 12-year-old needs to pay $80. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
For dad to buy him comics, dude? And if I'm missing something, I'm missing something, and it sucks because I hate to hate on. Like, I'm not trying to hate on this. They just want to.
You want to be able to go and be there.
Yeah, I want to be able to go. I want about it all wrong. Like, can I get a buddy pass that they promise they won't buy anything?
Well, I mean,
there's no cosplayers to look at, which I love. But would she rather see a bunch of people in fucking costumes? Yeah, she would. I don't want to get hit with angel wings when I'm freaking walking and trying to dig in the comic bins, dude. You know?
Oh, look at this. Ivan says, hey, Brian, Sveta Shabina is going to be at Mad Monster Party AZ in Glendale on July 11th through the 13th. Hell yeah. I will definitely be going there.
When's San Diego?
Oh, yeah. That'll be right before San Diego.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. Perfect. That's cool. I'll definitely go check that out. That's dope. This is,
27th. Okay.
Of course, MegaCon. We talked a little bit about this coming up this weekend. Drew is in the chat. Shout out to our boy Drew at Wanted Comics.
Drew in the house. What up, Drew?
So
right, we're going to talk about MegaCon. Drew shows up. All right.
Yeah,
dude. He knows.
What is your guys' plans, Clutch? I mean, do you guys have things already set up and ready to go that you're planning?
Yeah, we got there. So Drew, myself, and Rabbit Comics are sharing a booth. We've got Drew and I did a Something is Killing the Children #1 archive edition variant for the show.
Nice.
With Federico Mele, he's working on one of the Spawn books right now. Super cool artist. He's repped by Scott's Collectibles. So we'll have that variant there, which is pretty sick. 3 versions, each print run is $250, so we expect it to sell pretty well at the show. I've got a couple of eBay lives. I'm going to have James Tynan on Thursday when the show starts. Then also I'm doing I'm working with Fan Expo to host a show for them with like 5 different creators coming on, and we're going to be selling variants that they've got for the show through the eBay live. So that should be a crazy fun one. Drew's got a bunch of shows. He's got I think he's got Sozo, Micah, and Angel Diaz doing an eBay live with those 2. I think he also he's doing a Wednesday now, next Wednesday. So you guys will have to kind of pop in and check us out, but we'll be doing a show with Drew will be doing a show with Marat, an eBay live with Marat for the weekend, which is awesome. Drew, who else do you got? You got one other. Oh, I think he's doing a show with Nathan Zerdy too, which is awesome. Wow.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, the Zerdy one should be fun.
Let me see here.
There's another artist that I think they're trying to lock in too. So Drew's got a couple, man. He's going big time at the show, and he'll be out there with Slap Me Harder, Fin Fan, a bunch of dudes will be out there. So we'll have a good group with us. There you go. Ryan Stegman, Zerdy, Sozo Micah, and Sajad Shah.
What is going on here? No, hold on here. I'm trying to log in. It's to my again. I had to reset my whole computer, so now I have to re-log into all my accounts.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, man, it's a nightmare. All right, let's see here.
Freaking passwords, man.
I know, dude. I know.
Passwords are brutal.
All right, let's go take a look at your guys' setups. Shout out to our boy Drew. This is one of the ones that's going to be there, right? For
That's right. You got Andrew K. Curry. They got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles variant.
Dude, that thing's great.
yeah,
They're doing
that's
the Gilded covers, which is super cool too. Those are rad.
Those are probably kicking off at 500 already. If I'm guessing.
there's the gilded right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Andrew doing those Gilded things is super cool. Like his whole, like the process to put that together is kind of wild.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look at
Because he's
that.
like,
Did he
you got
post it, or you just talked to him, or what?
What's that?
Did you post it, or just talk to him, or?
He Drew met him, saw him at the show the other day. He was at a signing at
Well, yeah, I didn't know,
like,
but
Comic Bug.
Do you have pictures of the something
Yeah,
is
you
killing the
passed it.
children? Where is it?
Yeah, right there to the left.
Right there. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
There are a
remember
lot of
this one.
lot of dogs in the feed right now, guys.
Hell yeah, keep them there. Look how creepy this cover is. She's carrying the spider's head. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, so Federico, this is actually based off a very classic painting that it's inspired by. So I think on his site he posted what the painting was from, and it's super cool.
Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Look at that.
That thing looks awesome.
Yeah.
So we got a trade dress, a virgin, and then a spot foil where the blood is all in spot foil. It's pretty sick.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Look at
And again,
that.
shout out to Scott's Collectibles for helping me put this together. I talked to those guys a couple months back, and we were like tossing around ideas, and they threw Federico's name out there, and I was like, dude, this guy's stuff is so good. And yeah, this is super creepy. I love it.
Damn, man. That's a good cover. That's going to do well.
Yeah, I think we're trying to line up a signing with him as well too at the show. So hopefully we get together. Oh, what's up? Nick Brucci's in the house.
Nick, what's going on?
What, Nick?
Nick, you just missed it. We just talked about the backer kit, Thundercats backer kit. So remember, if you guys are looking forward to that, check out the pinned link. So is it a melee cover?
Yeah, it's
Is it homage?
1898, Matt. It's like the painting. I think you may have put it made into stories or something like that, but it's pretty sweet.
Is it George Melee or something like that? Oh, here we go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there, the thing.
Let's see here. This cover is a tribute to the great painter master from great past. Truth coming out of well. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, that's creepy as hell.
Yeah, it's cool.
That is creepy. When did that come out, man? Imagine that coming out way back then.
1898 or something is what Drew said.
Holy
Yeah, it's
cow.
pretty crazy. But it's awesome. Like he took that and just made it his own. So super, super fitting. So yeah, and then we're also going to be hanging out with the guys from Ollie from AZ Comics, and then Webby from Webster's Vault. They're setting up. They're going to be hosting the eBay Live streaming space. So I think they're at 205 something or other. I think 2059. I think maybe. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. A lot of cool guests too. It's gonna be great. Todd's gonna be there.
A lot of guests, man. There's so many guests. Capullo and Snyder, Casada, Frank Miller. Yeah, this is going to be a big con. I think MegaCon has kind of become the third big con, right? San Diego, New York, MegaCon, right?
Yeah, I think MegaCon's pretty much up there. Yeah.
Maybe even above New York. I mean, I know a lot of people love going to it. It's Florida in the wintertime. So
I know another year Sam gonna go and didn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So I'm hoping that MegaCon will be one of the first cons that our boy Mark Spears will show up at. And I know he's kind of 50-50 right now, but if he shows up there, man, that's going to be a big deal for a lot of his fans, because he hasn't done very many cons since he's really blown up. So that's going to be a big deal. So I'm really stoked for that. But more than anything, I can't wait to hear all the good stories from all you guys. Like, I know me and Leg are sitting here going, damn, I wish I could be there. I'm missing out on all this stuff, you know?
Yeah, man. I still want to try to figure out Chicago. Brian, you should come exactly 2 months from now to WonderCon.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Dude, it's not that difficult. It's Friday,
not.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
It's a fucking 5-6 hour drive for you. It's actually, it's closer than San Diego because it's
yes,
just,
it is.
You don't have to cut south. It's just in Anaheim, dude. It's like a 5 hour drive.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So I'm gonna try. That's a great point. I'm definitely gonna try to make it. But
yeah. Well, dude, just tell me. I'll get a room with 2 beds. And we'll stay on. Literally, we'll stay at the con with 2 beds, especially, and it's a lot cheaper when there's 2 people.
Yeah, dude.
So even the nice rooms are cheaper, you know.
I'll make
nice staying right there too. It helps out so much.
Yeah, you just go up and down the stairs. There's people. You'll see everybody in the lobby, and it's LA, so there's a lot of comic people, you know. And it's a fun con, and also we should take it upon ourselves just advertise this more.
Yes,
get people out to have a good time. And
that's a great idea.
Stuff, you know, because it literally it fell off after with COVID. At COVID, man, I had people like John Z was gonna come out, Brian Wood was gonna come out, like, and some of that was coincidence. I think Wood was having like somebody, you know, his show was going real strong at the time, The Simple Man. And there's a bunch of all this good stuff was about to happen, man. And then, you know, I know that's a story of the United States and freaking general at that time, but at the same time, man, it was strong. The Saturdays would sell out like 3 months ahead of time, you know, and that's not the case anymore, but still a big ass con. It's the second best in California. Nothing's going to touch San Diego because nothing period touches San Diego, in my opinion. But yeah, man. So I think WonderCon's a great con. So let's make WonderCon amazing like it used to be. I think I'm gonna start posting on Instagram. Everybody get your WonderCon tickets or something like that.
Get it.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's something to try and make happen. Because 2 months gives me enough time to you know, get some sales done, and I'll fund it by the same way I funded San Diego last time. So, you know, that's the cool thing about being able just to, you know, have these live sales from home, and, you know, whether it's Whatnot, you know, eBay Live, Facebook Marketplace, whatever, you're able to fund a lot of these trips just by saying, okay, I'm going to do, you know, 3 weeks of live sales.
Right. And honestly, it's not it's a significantly cheaper trip than San Diego. And if just by the fact that it's half the amount of time, and you're and a third of the price per night of what we're paying for the places that we're gonna stay in San Diego, you got a budget for San Diego, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And if you're not taking it, if you're just gonna like, if you think you're only going to eat at like 7-Eleven and not hang out with your friends, you know, you need a food budget for San Diego. You know, most people need a cocktail budget. You need a comic book budget. You need like you know, you're out there doing whatever you're going to do, man. So I think for that, WonderCon's a lot cheaper, but yeah, that's what Drew brings up the joke about. Well, not joke. It really happened about winning the bet. We're standing in the Marriott lobby, and he's like, tell me I'm not going to be talking to Scotty in 2 minutes for Jack and the Coke or something like that. So you go over, and I'm like, oh shit, I turn around and here's Drew, as if he's lacking the gift of gab. With a, you know, cocktail in hand. I take the picture. He's got his tongue hanging out, and freaking Scotty Young in the lobby, man. So yeah, man, it's a pretty it's a pretty fun time, and it's easier. Rooms are cheaper. And honestly, the nightlife, the nightlife in Gaslamp it's some of the best in the whole world.
It is,
You know,
yeah.
even just for people watching, it's not like that at WonderCon. It's not like that in Anaheim. It's way more chill. You know, if you want to, you know, there's definitely places to hang out, but Anaheim shuts down at night a lot more than San Diego does it at all. Remember, we'd be standing on the porch at 3 a.m. You know, you guys
People watching,
partake a little, and I'm standing out there with the beer, and just literally people watching out there.
Yeah, it's wonderful, man.
And it's worth every penny. You know.
You were talking about we were talking about Kickstarter stuff earlier, and this is a perfect example of the type of stuff that you find on Kickstarters. So this is a Kickstarter that's it's called the Escort, and it's
I bet it is.
Yeah. And it's here's the name, here's the story. Former Marine and now escort Lexi Taylor is recruited to infiltrate a billionaire sex party for members of a supernatural cult. Nobody cares about what that is about because
Jesus
you've got
Christ.
Cedric Pouliot covers. Look at this.
Oh wow.
Cedric Pouliot. Yeah. Holy moly. So this is $25. You can go back it right now. It's called, and then there's a cheeky version, as they call it. But Cedric Pouliot, man, is just gotten pretty damn amazing.
I like that.
Right? Here's his IG where he shows all the different, you know, versions that he's doing. But man, he does faces. There's something about his faces that are just really, really good.
It's like a sharpened version of the 90s faces.
Yes.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. After you read that blurb, I'm kind of interested in the prequel. I want to know how she went from a Marine to an escort. I don't care about the occult thing. Like, I want to know about that. What was that transition like? You know, like,
you know what? I mean, honestly, if I'm gambling, not so sure about how your dad treated you or if he was around. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Oh my God.
Three Rivers, hooray.
Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on that. We're gonna have to do like a segment of just like the crowdfunding book of the week. So, you know, all right. So this is another interesting thing that I wanted to show you, Leg. Yeah. Do you remember?
Link that one though. I do.
Oh, the escort.
Did you put it? Yeah, put it in the chat. Or
yeah, here you go.
Or is that already it?
No. Here you go.
Oh, sorry.
So do you remember back in the day when I think it was the She-Ra movie? Was the She-Ra movie came out? They did this. They gave out those free comics.
The Secret of the Sword. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. This is from Como Comic Books. He found a stack of them. Look at them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the issue. I've got a 9.8 but the issue was I mean, if kids were going to keep them, but I mean, I do think a lot of stacks made it out like this because no kid with fucking butter popcorn fingers ever handled the 9.8 I have.
You got it.
There's no freaking way, dude. And you know what's funny is I've never had a raw copy. So I don't actually. I know they're thin. I know they're like 8 pages or something.
Oh wow!
Or what I believe they are. Who said they have one beat? Then they should.
It is. It's very
be able
thin.
to tell us. Yeah. So yeah, that's funny. Or if I have had, you know what? I think I've had a raw copy, but it's been so damn long that I probably. I'm pretty good about grabbing a 9.8 and flipping something. So, yeah, but yeah, that's cool. That's not surprising though. You know, that's gonna sit around, and I don't really give a shit, man. That's still She-Ra's first appearance in a full-size comic.
Yep.
You could say whatever the hell you want. That is a comic book. Is she in mini comics that came with the She-Ra toy? Yes, she is. Is that her first full-size comic appearance? Yes, it is. No, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And so I think it's cool as hell. And I think a lot of people just throw people off. I don't think it says it on TGC, you know, but they don't list like one of them's the first faker in the mini comic. They don't list that, you know.
So this is cool right here. He goes, cool story today. I had a chance to take a trip this evening to purchase a stack of He-Man and She-Ra Secret of the Sword promo comics from a seller who had recently purchased an old theater building and found a long ignored box on the second floor containing 33 copies of the book.
40 years ignored.
Yeah, right. The interesting part is that the theater would have originally played the movie and distributed these books was a few doors down from the new theater where they were found and was shut down and demolished in 92. That's presumably when these books would have been packed down the street and deposited in the new theater that opened in 92. It looks to have been shut down since 2014. So pretty crazy, man.
Yeah,
You never know what you're going to find.
That's wild.
Yeah. So, it's a big deal to be able to have a place or a number in a, Craigslist or something that says, hey, if you're selling something, I'm buying. So shout out to, like Derek says, Drew at Como Comic Books. He's another great YouTube channel and content creator and retailer. Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Anytime I see those dope He-Man things, I have to show leg. So yeah, right.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, that'd be a fine though. If I just found something like that, man.
That's awesome.
I haven't. Yeah. The only thing I can think of, man, that I found in years was I found it's right over there somewhere with the what's the name of the book? It's like from the 50s, and the kid's holding the wood.
Oh yeah. Rifleman was the Rifleman,
right?
Yeah.
Then I found that in a garage sale out here in the middle of nowhere where I live for freaking $2. Right? I didn't even I could have got it for $1. I was not even trying to argue about a price or anything like that, man. Just
yeah. So you never know what you're going to run into. I think you guys are in a great place, or you used to be in a great place, Leg, but you moved away a little bit. But those swap meets out there, the California, LA swap meets or whatever, those are some of the best places to find cool shit like that.
Definitely, and I want to be able to do that more, man. I definitely want to be able to do that more, but I just need to take some time and actually like write down where they are and how to do it and stuff. But yeah.
I would love to be able to do that at some point. Go hit up all those swap meets again. But all right, there were some other things I was going to show you that I thought were pretty cool. If I can find them here. Have you guys been paying attention to all the craziness that's going on with the Paul Skenes card?
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It's nuts, man. An 11-year-old kid supposedly pulled it from a box. One box. He was able to get one box, and he pulled this card. Well, he decided to auction it off and not take the bounty.
Yeah.
What do you guys? Yeah, you think that's a no-brainer?
No brainer.
How much do you think he's going to get?
I think people are saying it could be like a $500,000 card. I think it could go more. It's got a ton of buzz on it right now,
Yeah.
I mean, it's I think the Pirates, they had to know, like, hey, this is a pretty like you get home seats behind the home plate, like for however many years. It's like that's a tough thing unless you're a person who lives in Pittsburgh, right? Like, then I think Leg was talking about a couple weeks ago about like even selling off the tickets, and if the average of tickets, and it's like, dude, that's just too much. Like, it's you can sell this card for a ton more money.
Yeah. Some people are saying it could go for as much as $1 million, which is crazy to me. But here's the craziest part about all this. People are saying that it's fake and it's been fabricated and that none of this is true. Have you guys been following that?
No.
Oh, this is crazy. So let me show you this. This is nuts. All right, Here we go. All right. Where is it? They're saying that people are saying that it's fabricated. Oh, here we go. Watch.
Let's just say the card was pulled a week ago. All right. It's a redemption. So it had to get mailed to Topps. Then Topps had to get the card, mail it back. And then you had to go to PSA. So did the card have a first class ticket the entire way? I don't know. But I do know with all these bounties coming out, like they had to show one existed, right? Okay. So let's just say the card was pulled a week ago. All right. It's a redemption. So it had to get mailed.
So everybody's trying to find reasons that this is fake because it didn't get pulled. And Topps, of course, Upper Deck, another major card distributor. I want to say Steel City. It might have been Steel City or Dave and Adams Card World put a bounty on a Connor Bedard. The 101 Bedard Young Guns, right? And it hasn't been pulled. So because it hasn't been pulled, the company said we're not gonna do the bounty anymore. And people were up in arms about it. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
I've been sitting on these since it came out. I've got 3.
Bro, it could be in there. It hasn't been pulled yet, dude.
Are you serious? It hasn't been pulled? No shit.
Yes. So
my Zacto knife.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Get it going, dude.
Yeah. So
should I just start cracking these right now?
You miss all the shots you don't take, bro.
Yeah, right.
I think I have a tin back there too.
Oh my gosh, dude. So a lot of people are saying that this is fake because it got to PSA so fast. It came out as a PSA 10 so fast and all this stuff. But like, come on. I think that the story is good and people are just getting a little too ridiculous about this whole thing. So
yeah, he looks like it's kind of guy that's skeptical about everything. And like at the same time, like if you got that fucking redemption, like, dude, you just call. Like, you don't actually put your redemption card in the fucking mail. And like, when you have like $1 million card, you're like, no, I legit have the Skenes redemption card, and you figure it out. Well, like you don't just wait for your, like, I don't know, go to the post office and put a stamp on the fucking thing and wait till they sort through their mail. Like this you think they're not going to same day grade this fucking thing at PSA to get this story out? Like, dude, the timeline isn't that strange.
Yeah, you're getting the thing you're going. Like this is the full on like.
It was a redemption too that he pulled, right? It was
but still, dude, all you got to do is call him.
Yep.
And send him a picture or whatever, and be like, no, this is it, dude.
Yeah,
like we have it. And then, in all seriousness, with that box, we don't know their proximity or how close they do or don't live to
PSA
or no, to wherever you redeem the card at.
Yeah.
I don't actually know where the headquarters are, but they could live down. They could live a 6-hour drive. They could live a freaking Seattle's a 2-hour flight for me. Phoenix is a 1-hour flight for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like they could live like close, you know?
Yeah.
And so like, I'm just saying that 1 week isn't that strange, and they want to get it graded. Like then you take the next flight to you spend another $500 on a flight to PSA.
Yeah.
And then 2 hours later, and then you hand it over to PSA. And in 2 minutes, without even looking at it, they give you back the 10. So they can say they had the 10 on it. And then you're good to go.
Yeah. Here's Paul Skenes talking about it on the Late Show.
Very exciting news. There were one of your cards, a baseball card. It was a 1-of-1 card, which means only one of them existed. And this is a picture of what it was. And everybody was buying boxes of cards trying to get it. And for months, nobody had it. And it was pulled last week by an 11-year-old kid. How excited were you to find out it was an 11-year-old kid?
Super.
Yeah.
Super excited.
What would have been the worst outcome for you?
Probably a 50-year-old collector.
Yeah.
To be honest.
See, so I'm 51, so I would have been all right.
All right. That's not 50. You're fine.
Yeah, exactly. 50. Oh, exactly 50. Yeah. But it's very cool that this kid got this card. It's a very exciting news.
So I agree. I'm glad that it's a kid that bought it, because this isn't a kid's hobby anymore, you know.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will cause more kids to be part of the hobby. I doubt it, but you never know. Right?
Bro, you sell that thing as fast as you fucking can and call it a day, dude. Don't wait for Steven Strasberg's little brother's arm to fall off, dude.
How about this one? They started putting these cards in packs where if you pull it, you get a follow back from on social media from the player.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, 50-year-old collectors catching strays. Yep. So, we'll see how it all plays out, though. This is kind of cool. 77-year-old football card found in an old wallet. You'll love that. Look at that. A thrift store find. They found a wallet in a thrift store, and in the wallet was an old card.
That's pretty freaking cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So Topps has really done a good job with their social media as of late. I mean, it is fucking awesome.
Really good. We need
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's something that needs to be. You'd be stupid not to have a really good social media. If you're, a company like Topps or
dude, I think, and honestly, I do think it'll hit 1 million with all this shit behind it. And now this, what to do? Millionaires want stories to tell.
Yeah.
This, whatever millionaire wants this, man, he wants stories to tell, man.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
100%. That's what they are. There's something to be said, and that's kind of what we were talking about when the whole thing with the comic packs started happening, right? Because there's this thing that happens with the excitement of pulling a cool card out of a pack. It's this story that you get to tell forever, that you'll always remember. And
yeah.
You don't really have that with comics, other than you kind of do, like looking through old long boxes in a flea market or something, but you don't have that with the.
If someone has a long box, you already almost don't want to look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that already set it off. It's, you find somebody with a fucking old U-Haul box with them stacked up like, vertically, not horizontally, then you know what I mean? Like on their backs, not on their bottoms.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, uh-oh, might be some good old shit in this motherfucker. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's and I'm the type of guy also that, like, I'd rather it be a short box so I can pick it up and put it on something so I don't have to get on my knees and look,
Yeah.
Getting old.
Oh, dude, fuck getting on your knees, dude. Oh, nope. Just the good shit. Hopefully it's on the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not only knees, man. I'm getting butt crack age and shit. God damn it. I'm tired of melt up tighter.
Yeah. Oh. All right. You got any pickups? You said you got some pickups, Leg?
Just real quick. There's I just want to give a shout out to KRS.
Oh yeah.
They just shout out to our boy Jose over there. Gave me just quick, gave me their
cover of the year category.
Yeah, gave me the Natalie Sanders Harley.
Oh,
god damn, that's good.
It is beautiful.
That is absolutely gorgeous. And absolutely. And then the Witchblade 7 from KRS.
Oh, nice.
The cool thing with this though is I haven't asked him yet, because I literally I got a shipping center where I pick stuff up, so you get it kind of a day late sometimes. And this has KRS. I can't find anything other than that says Top Cow.
Do you want me to tell you about it?
Sure. What?
So-
Because I literally can't. It's not on their website. It's not online. I do. Yeah. Feel free to tell. I have one more pickup, but feel free to tell me what we're talking
All
about.
right. So this is super cool. So he hit me up and let me know that he was sending that out. And he said, he goes, because Jose watched the show where we talked about the Natalie Sanders book. And so Jose said, hey, I'm sending out to a couple of the boys. I'm throwing in a special book that they didn't put out. They kept it just to give to friends and stuff. And there's,
Oh, wow.
yeah. And there's hardly any, nobody knows about it or anything, but now they do because they watch Beyond Wednesdays.
Oh yeah. And honestly, yeah. So I couldn't, because that it took me forever. And at first I look it on there and I'm like, okay, yeah, what's up? And so of course I look it up and I'm like, all right. And then here we are. So KRS is on there, and KRS is just shit.
Yeah.
Nothing against Top Cow, anything like that. Obviously, they're awesome too. But just to see it on there, I was like, that's super cool, man. They've been awesome down since day one. I got one. Listen to this. So while we're talking about Screaming Hand and such,
Yep.
I just start looking stuff up. And so I found these live on the podcast last week. And now you can find these, but I found a bargain on them. And if you look them up, you'll find the bargain. So let's go.
Shit.
Screaming Hand Pumas.
Oh wow.
Right. And so there is a blue pair of these things. There's a blue pair of high tops, which is what I was looking for, which made me run across these, which are basically like Clydes. Right. And so I had to find them in my size.
Giant size?
So because I wear my shoes. Now I didn't know, I had no idea the box was gonna be this
That
thick,
is
right?
awesome.
So I'm keeping the freaking box, and it's gonna get, I think this Monster Con is gonna be the first wear. You'll probably see them at Comic-Con. So there's these matching Pumas.
Oh, those are tight.
So it's just they're legit. This suede Pumas. I think these are called Clydes, right? But they were when I was a kid. So it's Pumas with the Santa Cruz with the sharks biting through it. And the other shoe.
Oh my god, those are awesome.
Yeah, dude. And so the other shoe, so they opposite stripes.
Oh,
So stripes, green and
cool.
purple. And so the cool thing is, so here's the purple with the Cruz.
that's
So
cool.
Santa Cruz with the shark with the split patch right there. And anyway, so I saw those and I was like, hell yeah. And they do have
The Screaming Puma.
Screaming Hand on there.
Dude, those are dope.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
they look this. I seriously, I found a place for online. You guys, I'm sure you'll be able to find them on eBay for like, they sell for like $80-$90, but I found a place $40 shipped for a brand new
Whoa.
pair.
That's great,
And I was, oh dude, are you kidding me? That's
$40?
incredible.
bro.
I had that I sold that in cheap comics that day. So I was like that. Now I know they're so freaking cool. I might buy like I might just buy another pair and just put them for $40. Just put them up there, man. Put these sweet Puma suedes, because I'm wearing these. Like if you notice, man, I love shoes, but I wear 90% of the shoes that I buy. I have a few collector shoes where I haven't found the right time for some Jordans and stuff like that. But that's it. But yeah, so anyway, tell me when you see me at Comic-Con or WonderCon or at the HorrorCon this weekend, and you say what's up with these. I'll have these on. So
That's sick, dude.
anyway, that's my other pickup. You know, I normally wouldn't show my freaking shoes on here, but they seem pretty topical for the fact that we keep talking about Screaming Hands and never stop talking about Screaming Hands and collecting Screaming Hands. So
Yeah, that makes it worthy of definitely talking about on pickups. Shout out to Mark who just joined. He said, "Any good books come out today?" Yeah,
What up, Mark?
all of yours.
Just yours, bro.
Yeah, there's like 10 of them.
I tossed a couple things in the Google chat that are coming to me tomorrow or Friday.
Oh, hold on here. Are these the ones that you pulled out of the pack that you opened?
Yeah, one of them is.
Oh my gosh, you guys, check this out.
So this is the one that we thought was the red. It's just the regular full foil version, but came back a 9.9.
Oh, there you go.
Pack.
Okay.
It still looks good. And
Oh,
then
that's
this right
possible
here,
employee edition.
dude.
So this is that's the Skybound Employee Edition.
9.9.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Have any of these showed up on the market yet?
No, I have not seen any.
Oh wow, bro,
So
that's awesome.
yeah, there's actually one. Yeah, none have shown up on the market. I did see that there is one. There's a 10 on the census before this one. So somebody got theirs in, subbed it, and it's already got a 10.
Wow,
Which is awesome.
that's crazy. Yeah, those look great. Those images that they take are so good.
Yeah, they're super cool.
Yeah, those are really good. I love that they do that. PSA does that too, which is awesome. Which makes it really fucking cool. All right, so there was this image class. Right. So I've been getting into the G.I. Joe classified series like crazy. I blame Nate for that, getting me involved, and it sucks because there's so many cool figures out there that you can get, and there is one that I saw that I got to show you guys that is fucking awesome that I got to find if I can find it here. Do this. These G.I. Joe classified figures are so cool. Look at that mole rat. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, I have these ones, the Crimson Strike. But there is one that I don't know who it is. I can't tell if it's Firefly or who it is, but there's and it almost looks like it's Tiger Force. I want to see old.
Oh, are you looking at the one that comes with the ATV, the wreckage?
Yes. Who is that?
Yeah.
Was that Firefly? Is that who that is?
No, wreckage is a different character. So I've been fascinated by the story of this character for a long time. So when they did the Tiger Force originally, there was an ad in like the UK for showing off the figures, and they had a recolored Firefly, which was named, I think they called it like Sabretooth is what they call them.
I have the recolored one. It came in a I should go get it.
Yeah, I think they did a reissue of it, but I don't think the original one ever came out. Like there wasn't an actual release. And so then this past year they did the ATV with a classified version of them. And this set is awesome. I found 2 at a Target like a couple months ago.
Bro,
I scooped them up.
That looks so freaking awesome. So the set that I have is Firefly, G.I. Joe, exclusive set. So let me show you the set that I have. There was a three-piece set.
It was like it was like a 5-pack or something like that or something.
Yeah, from San Diego or something.
Yeah, I remember that coming out. Yeah.
Let me see if I can do this. G.I. Joe Firefly variants. Let's see here. So that was one of the things that I collected, all the Firefly variants and all the Viper variants. Here we go. Shout out to Yo Joe Archive. Let's go. got to be a way. All right, here we go. Versions of Firefly. Grid view. Okay, so here we go. There's that one. I have that one. I've got all these. This one. This one. I love the repaints. The repaints were always so cool. This one.
Oh yeah.
I really like the snow one. This one.
I mean, I feel we're getting into black major territory over here too.
Oh, we are, bro. We are. We totally are. So, but yeah, there was a set, and I think this is it. Let me see here. 2004 or 5. I think maybe it was a 2-pack. Let's go here. Firefly 2003 was only available at the 2003 G.I. Joe convention, Defender of Freedom in San Francisco. The figure was packaged with Firefly version 8. Also included the figures was a file card and a collectible card file.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Here it is right here. Yep. The 2-pack. So just really, really cool. These two came together. And then there was this one. Where did this one come from? This one released part of the 16th series, carded in a 2-pack. Yeah, this was with this one right here. So this type of stuff is amazing, and I love. 78 points of articulation says the Tiger Force ATV is at your local discount stores. That's so. If any of you guys want to go get them, there you go. Ollies. Brian, get the color changing Zartan. It was an exclusive, but it was great. I sold my collection. What? There's a color changing Zartan classified? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, I was talking with somebody about this the other day. My favorite G.I. Joes are Zartan, Storm Shadow, and Snake Eyes. And I geek out over Zartan. Let's see if I can find that classified. Zartan. Is there a color change?
Any luck yet, Clutch?
No, sir.
Oh,
burning through
no.
these packs.
Let's see.
There's not a single Bedard.
Not a single one.
No, man. I also don't have my glasses on, so it's a little hard to tell, but I'm looking for the kid, you know.
Oh, here we go. Look at this.
To tell you that too much sunlight's bad for your health, here's your look at the new Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Color Change Zartan. This review progresses. Having a look at the figure's accessories. Some of the accessories I've already taken the liberty of adding.
Look, it's got the Storm Shadow and the Snake Eyes heads.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's dope.
Packaging off the figure. So to show you the full effect, I suppose it would be helpful to take the head off, the ball joint off. There we go. We can remove the scarf piece. As I said, this is just a soft plastic. It technically is opened on the back side, so you really don't even need to remove the head in order to get that onto him, but I just find it so much easier that way. Then you can go ahead, take the head sculpt and pop that back onto the ball peg. And then from there, we can go ahead and put the hood back on. A lot of the elements of Zartan here are carryover from the original G.I. Joe Classified Series Zartan that we looked at a long time ago, actually. And again, I love the fact that they incorporated the color change gimmick, which the original Zartan didn't have the benefit of having. Let's put the figure down here for 1 second. Don't worry, we will be going back to that in a second. Okay, let's run through all the things that come included with the figure. Now, he does come included with a backpack, which I believe did come included also with that original release.
Oh, look at
really
that.
Tight fit. I don't think the intended plan is that the mask is you, which mask you'd like to have displayed inside. So again, just close that up, and then that could, of course, fit onto the back of the figure's torso, or you can also display him with the quiver. Or I guess you can also then take the quiver like we did earlier, although it didn't stay as well in place. And then the quiver can attach to the side peg, which again, doesn't really work very well, but at least it's a place to store it if you want to. Before we start changing Zartan's colors, so let's have a look at the articulation here on Zartan. little bit of extra clearance when it comes to moving the legs for
Oh
those
wow,
higher
here we
kicks.
go.
Feet go back and forth this way. They go back and forth this way. And the figure does have, no, actually the figure doesn't have toe articulation. I thought for a second he did. Nice looking Zartan though, all around. Of course, to get the full effect of what this guy.
The vintage one, he changed color in UV.
Yeah, you put it on the sunlight.
Yeah.
It would do it.
It looks like. I think what I'll do first, instead of just submerging him, because again, it's extreme temperatures, I suppose you could put in really icy water or really hot water, but I don't think I want to do anything like that that's going to affect the plastic on the figure. Instead, I'm going to experiment on it. And I'm going to put Zartan in the freezer for a while, getting those extreme cold temperatures happening. I'm going to see if that's enough to change the coloring of his plastic.
Whoa.
Look
Whoa.
at that.
Sitting in the freezer for just a little bit of time, you can already see how it's affected Zartan's skin. It affects both his head, his lower torso, and his arms. Now, again, you could do this with extreme temperatures, so it could either be hot or cold. I just thought that cold would be quicker, and it certainly was. Just a little bit of time spent in the freezer, maybe even just a half hour or so, you can already see how it's changed Zartan's skin. There are a few little places like his elbows, for example. I'm not sure if it's just a different plastic, but it doesn't seem to change the color the same way as the rest of his body.
I'm gonna have to find one of these now. I wonder where it came from. I have to find one of those. Those are awesome. I love shit like that. Smokey Collect says, "Boom Bang Pow toy on whatnot has the first Zartan with the Stomp Ski in box." Nice. I have mine's open, but I have the box and everything in it, which is cool. The new Xandar classified figure is a great one. Dial tone is a decent one too, because his pack opens and he has a keyboard so that the backpack kind of works and makes sense now. That's cool.
That's awesome.
I always loved Dial tone. He was such a great figure. Man, I wasn't a big fan of classifieds at first, but I've really become a fan of them as of late. They're freaking awesome. So we'll have to keep an eye on what they got coming out in the next couple months. I mean, I haven't heard anything new, but shout out to 78 points of articulation, one of the best IGs to follow. He does these amazing photo toy things that are just awesome. So it's unreal. The recent classified releases are all so damn good. I keep saying that, buying them all. Last pack
mojo.
Last pack
Not
mojo.
a single Bedard in any of these boxes.
Did you pull any Young Guns?
Yeah, there's some Young Guns.
Okay, good.
I can't read their names at this point, but
well, fuck, it's Upper Deck, man. They screwed so many people. Not a single one.
Damn.
Boo.
Boo.
Well,
Boo earns, but
that's the way it works.
One thing I don't know anything about is hockey.
That's a bummer. Whatever.
Yeah,
it's good to rip them.
Yeah. All right. So, I want to remind everybody. I apologize again for last night's show. The internet and my computer was having so many problems, so I just went and did a complete refresh on my PC. So I'm building everything back up to where we were, and so over the next couple weeks, we're going to try and get back to being where we were. But the main point is that we just still bring you guys good content, good information, and I think that we've done a really good job of cultivating a really good group of people that are able to do that. And thank you for everybody that comes and hangs out with us. We appreciate it. And let's see here. What do we got going up this week? So tomorrow, no sale for Leg's taking tomorrow off. I'll be doing a Whatnot sale.
Yeah.
So go, that Whatnot sale is up. So if you guys want to check that out, let me go ahead and drop the link for you guys. There's the link in the live chat. Go give that a bookmark. I'll have a bunch of stuff available tomorrow night. I'll be updating all the eBay stuff I've got a bunch of new Spawn stuff that's going up. If anybody out there is looking for Malibu Sun Spawn, I have one of those that's going to be available. I also have a mint on card Spider-Man 2099 Toy Biz, the second print Spider-Man 2099 that's available for sale. So if anybody are looking for those, hit me up. I also am putting up some of the crazy stuff that I've been holding on to for a while. So if there's any Linkin Park fans out there, I'm going to be putting up for sale one of the rarest Linkin Park items that you probably ever find. So I'll tell this story real quick. I've told it here before. Chester went to a high school right next to mine, Greenway High School here in Phoenix, Arizona. And of course, because that high school is right next to the high school I went to, like less than a mile away, you know, a bunch of my friends went to that same high school. So I became friends with people that were friends with him. And he was in a local band out here in Phoenix called Gray Days, Greydays, Gray Days. And before he joined Linkin Park, he basically was trying to find a new thing after Gray Days kind of fell apart, and he ended up looking, you know, and I forget where it was, but the band was looking for a singer, and this is how I found Linkin Park. It was before Chester was on there. I believe it was on MySpace back in the day, and so back in Clutch, you'll know about this. Back during that time period, bands and hip hop acts, they would have these things called street teams, where they would send you out like boxes of singles, stickers, shirts, and you were just supposed to take those and go and drop them off at record stores, hand them out at concerts. So I signed up for a band called Hybrid Theory. I signed up for their street team because I liked what they were doing. It's before Chester had signed, and they just had a couple of songs on MySpace, and they sent me out, or I signed up for their street team. Chester joins, and they do a 2-song demo, and one of the boxes that they sent me out was full of cassette tapes. And the cassette tapes had 2 of the songs that were on the first Linkin Park album. Changed their name from Hybrid Theory to Linkin Park because there was already another band called Hybrid Theory, and then they called their first album Hybrid Theory. So I saved those tapes and those.
No way.
But a lot of them I saved. And I just gave them out to friends as the years went by that were fans of Linkin Park and stuff. And I have 2 left. 2 left. And I also have the stickers that are available. So if there's any big Linkin Park fans out there, keep an eye on my eBay. It's going to go up for an exorbitant amount of money, but you won't find these anywhere. It's pretty crazy. I'm actually going to take one of them, I think, and try and get it graded. I did give one to that guy right there. So James from Hive Comics is looking.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he said he was when I first met James, he told me he was a big fan of Linkin Park. So I said, I think I got something to give you. So, but if you're into that type of stuff, that's going to be available for sale, which is crazy. I'm also we talked about all the shirts, the crazy shirts that sell for a lot of money. So those are going to be available for sale. And then I've also talked about how I'm putting up the Joe Montana cello pack with the rookie showing on top. It's graded a PSA 7. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. James says it's sitting right next to my Zero cassette right now. That's awesome, bro. That's sick. So yeah, those are the type of stuff that you love hearing about and love finding about, and hopefully it'll make a Linkin Park fan excited to get one. So that being said, so that will be eBay and whatnot tomorrow. Clutch, are you doing anything before MegaCon?
I am not. I've been actually working in my warehouse and trying to get that thing all sorted out, so I have not done anything. I'm just kind of focusing on getting MegaCon sorted. I'm trying to find books for the show. I got a big project I'm working on for it and some other stuff. So yeah, I'm a little bit behind.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you, man.
Have
It's
you
a
ever
lot
been
of work.
caught up, dude?
I know. I don't think you can.
Fucking Christ. You can't be
Never.
do collectibles and be caught up, dude.
Dude, it's crazy.
You gave me 12 employees, right? First off, I wouldn't know what to tell 10 of them what to do all the time, but I still couldn't catch up, man. Anyway.
Yeah. So, all right. So then that will be Thursday, and then Friday, House of Stein. It's going to be interesting to see how we pull that off because I don't have that same programming that I usually do for the House of Stein. So it might be super old school, but we'll still get it done. And then, of course, Saturday night, right back here, Modern Comic Mayhem. And then starting next week, we'll be hearing about MegaCon stuff. So Clutch and Drew and a lot of other people are going to be out.
A little jealous.
Yep. Going to be out in Orlando for MegaCon. I'm hoping that that guy ends up making it out there too. So we'll keep you guys updated on this.
Yeah, what does caught up mean? I love that.
Yeah, and so will Hive Comics. So make sure you guys. Yeah, James is going to be out there too, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So MegaCon next week. Whatnot sale tomorrow. House of Stein on Friday. Modern Comic Mayhem on Saturday. And check out the eBay store. If you guys are looking for anything that I have on the eBay store, don't buy it on eBay. Hit me up, and we'll make a deal for it off of eBay, and it'll save a little money. So that being said, booth 220 2024 in MegaCon, Rabbit Comics next to Big Clutch and Drew. There'll be a booth all set up. So hopefully Mark makes it out there, and maybe we can get a Mark Spears signing at a table at MegaCon. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah. Other than that, you guys got anything else you guys want to let the peoples know about?
Friday, 4:00 Pacific, 7:00 Eastern. I am rocking eBay. eBay Live. I think I'm filling in for at least Drew on Tuesday. So if you're following Drew and Rabbit Comics, they're gonna be traveling, and I'll be filling in for them at least on Tuesday next week.
Yeah.
Thursday, I assume they'll be at the con, I'll be running their times, but I will be rocking and rolling for them. But I put my link in the chat for all my shows. If you don't mind, bookmark them all. I bookmarked them, or I at least set up the shows for a few weeks out. I didn't set up for Tuesday yet, but I will, and I'll probably do that by moving one back in case I already get bookmarks. So
yeah, Mark, I'll send you a link, Mark. I'll send you a link, and I'll get Drew a link too, and Hive a link. So if you guys want to come and shoot the shit after the show. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys soon. Much love. Adios.
Later.